Us on there we go. For everyone who was watching us on yesterday, we had a lot of feedback from the show being on live, and so we're doing on live again today. And so I hope that everybody who was on yesterday can come today, and if not, I hope the new crew comes through, so we give thanks for that. But today, family, we have a beautiful crew from the Brotherhood, y'all, all the way live from downtown. Uptown. It's downtown, huh? Where y'all from? Where the Brotherhood at? Where y'all located?
We downtown.
Y'all don't know what y'all is.
2714 Canal Street.
2714 Canal Street. And we're about to do some beautiful things. So yesterday, on our Tuesdays are Talk to Me Tuesdays, right, family? Mm-hmm. And so yesterday we had a wonderful show. We had our sister's Mama Jen called in, and we talked about pretty much how to bridge the gap, how to bridge that generational gap between African American women, which means pretty much talking about the communication. How can we begin to teach ones we can, and we always talk, Sister Nikki and I always talk about that. How can we begin to teach the young ones and have the older ones pass down traditions? Well, today, and we were talking about bodies and how our grandparents and their parents weren't necessarily taught to embrace their bodies. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us came down not knowing a whole lot of stuff. I know my mama said she signed me up for sex ed so she wouldn't have to talk to me, you know what I'm saying? And so today we're going to kind of trickle on that point, a little further on that point today. Our Wednesdays, family, out there is mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so mind, body, and spirit Wednesdays. And today, since yesterday we were talking about body, today we're going to continue that conversation, and we're going to be talking about the STD epidemic that's going on in our HBCU campuses here in New Orleans. Now, we have quite a few HBCUs here in the city, but the epidemic that's going on is about to blow your mind. So get some pens, get some paper. If you have the opportunity to grab a young one next to you, a young brother, a young sister, sit them down, let them have this conversation. You can share this video live because this is something that's really taking out people of color. You know what I'm saying? Just not the African American community, but the Latino community. Not necessarily the Asian community, not too much, but I know for the Latinos and the African American community, it's really, really hitting us hard. So today, it is my privilege, family, to be able to present to you people who I consider friends. They come out to the community pop-up play days for I and my sister and do free STD testing there on the spot. So you can't never say, you know what I'm saying? You can't never say, ain't nobody. Mm-hmm. I ain't never seen. You know what I'm saying? And it's free. So I'm going to let my family introduce themselves, and because I need for y'all to, first of all, see them because they are part of me. I love them all. We've been rocking for a little while now. Nikki and I have been rocking for like 5 or 6 years now. And then I got new extended family. We've been rocking for at least a year and a half. So I appreciate you guys for doing what you do. But I'm going to start with my queen right here. You ready, Quinn?
Why not? Why not?
Why not? I'm going to turn this so you can see how she's telling me why not. All right? Hold on, family. Here you go. All right, Tanya, come on in here.
Well, first I want to say I'm extremely excited yet delighted to be here. Thank you, Kyndra, for inviting Brotherhood Incorporated.
Yes.
We're so excited. Well, first of all, my name is Tanya Smith. I work at Brotherhood Incorporated. I'm an HIV counselor there. Also, I'm an ambassador. I travel all over the world sharing my life story, so I have a lot of history within myself that I would love to share with you guys during this evening.
Yay. Okay, Mama. Y'all already know how that rock. And Tanya over here giving everybody life first thing at 12. Ain't even 12:10 yet, and she just giving folks all this life. All right, sis, you ready? Come on. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Peace and life. How you doing? I'm Nikki Napoleon, a sex advocate. In addition, I also work at Brotherhood Incorporated as a linkage care coordinator. One of the major things that I like to do is just to promote safe sexual health among our daughters, and especially our generation that they call the X generation. And now with our rising seniors, because our rates are rising among our rising
seniors.
Yes.
Wow.
Which is called the May-December romance. May as in, their youthfulness, December, the elder, so they, meeting up.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that, family?
Nice
I'm learning already.
Yeah.
We ain't even get into it yet, and you're teaching me already.
Romance. And so, our rates are rising. And it's not, a lot of people think it's because, we as African Americans are sexual promiscuous. And that's one of the great misnomers in our community.
Okay.
One of the things is that we have to know that there's sacredness in being knowledgeable and we're not knowledgeable, and we're not passing on the knowledge to our young people.
Yeah, that's what
and
we're
so that's
talking
what we
about.
must
Yeah.
do in order to make certain that we curtail the epidemic.
Yes, definitely. All right, my brother. Now you're going to have to come on over here so the people can see you. Y'all give it up for Mr. Oscar. Come on over here. He's about to stow his royal oats. Young man about to get married on Saturday. They can't see you, Oscar. You got to come on. No, right. There you go. Yeah. Give a shout out to your future wife out there.
Go ahead. My name's Oscar Warren. I'm an HIV counselor at Brotherhood Incorporated as well. And this has been a short journey for me, but however, it's been a very fulfilling one because I get the opportunity to educate young people, everybody, on a daily basis. And I'm finding that in our community, that's the thing we're lacking when it comes to sexual health and just health in general.
Yeah.
So it's a pleasure and an honor to be here and
thanks.
put some of this information out to the public.
Give thanks.
And I hope somebody can partake of it and find that it's helpful in some way.
Yes, definitely. Oh, Brother Oscar said he doing his thing. We coming to the wedding and tell her we crashing. 3 extra people. Bam.
Bring $40 a head.
We understand that. Family, before we get into this little break, I just need to put out a few events that are happening because if for some reason we always end up pushing it right to the end and we don't have a chance to get the events out that we want you to know about. So family, y'all already know how we rock. This tomorrow, our favorite Sister Angela Kinlaw over there at Inspire 42 is doing Celebrating Culturally Relevant Education again, and this is part 2. We have part 1 over there at the Ashe Cultural Center, but now we're having part 2, and it's going to be at the community bookstore. Y'all already know where the bookstore is. Don't act like you don't know. Go visit our favorite people down there, Mama Jen and Mama Vera, and show your support for this event. It starts at 5:30. And it's free. So all the educators, all the people, anybody who has interest in our youth and what we're trying to give them and how we want to make the education culturally relevant, please make sure you stop by and do that for sure, okay? Lastly, we want to make sure that we support our sister out there, Sister Rodnika. She goes to court on Friday. Y'all family, if you want to participate and just showing some support, I'm going to just tell you that if you can't make it, drive by and honk your horn. If you want to be present and support, they're asking for you guys to wear white. They will be out there fairly early, and you already know where the courthouse is, 2 Lane and Broad, family, so make sure that you're stopping by over that way, okay, and show some support for that. And so we just want to say, sis, we with you, we rocking with you, we praying for you. We are right here. WBOK is right here. I'm right here. Nikki, all of us are here. So we're going to take a quick little break. We're going to come back, and then when we come back, we're going to slap it hard with all this beautiful information that you guys got coming. So don't y'all go nowhere live. Don't you go nowhere online and on Google Play and Androids. And we will be right back, family. Peace.
Yay!
Yay! I look that. I gotta put my.
I love how you Tanya, you really open powerful. I was like, that was good.
What'd you say?
So, y'all saw how Tanya came on today, blowing up the show.
Tanya the joint.
I wish I could have seen Oscar like this right here.
I loved it. But she has that flair. She's always.
You just can't take people nowhere. You can't take folk nowhere. You can't take people nowhere. So I need y'all to come in right here for me. Come in right here. So family, today what we're going to try to do for those, when we do get callers, I found out yesterday that I needed to do something with the headphones and stuff. So I'm going to try that today with you guys. But I just wanted you guys to know that this beautiful head right here belongs to me. This beautiful head belongs to me. And that beautiful head who's antisocial, this hand belongs to me. And so we definitely hope that we can give you what you're asking for. A lot of this, once again, is just information that we want to give out to the community because it's so important. She just hit me up and saying elders. I had no idea that elders had STDs.
Viagra started that.
Oh,
Viagra started that? You, look, you lying.
Viagra and high divorce rate.
And high divorce rate. So we're going to be talking about all this cool stuff, y'all. If you have any questions about what's going on, if you have elders, and sometimes what happens is that I know at one point it was an epidemic in the nursing homes with STDs, but that was a while ago.
But that is proliferating once again.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
And so if you have family, like our elders that are in nursing homes, make sure, this is odd, but still make sure you get them checked for STDs because you never know, it's sad to say, but you never know what's going on inside of these nursing homes. So please make sure that you do that. But like I said before, get a pen, get a paper, drop your questions. If you have time to drop your questions, we're about to get back on the air in a little minute. It's the Brotherhood, and thank you guys so much for joining. We're about to get back on the air, right, family? Right. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, y'all. We about to get it in. I found another. Oh, that's the other one I wanted to mention. And don't forget, family, we got the second annual Black Wellness Conference with Dr. Wilborn. She's another one of the hosts here on WBOK. So check that out. Jeremy Carter. I missed you when you came the last time. All right.
Be careful with all you put on that, because then they ask you questions, break all that down.
Oh.
You might not have time to do all that.
Family. Oscar said he on the move. Come on. What'd you say? Come on?
Come on,
You
come on,
shaking,
come on,
huh?
come on, come on.
You shaking?
We on the move.
She on the
Hey.
move.
That's my dog.
Brotherhood is on the move.
I told Tanya, I said, hold me, woman. I said, embrace me in your bosom.
Oh, yes.
Yo, family, thank you so much for joining us once again. We want to welcome you back to the new show on WBOK On The Move with your favorite Gullah girl here, Kyndra Joi. You feel me? We just want to say thank you for tuning in. It is our privilege to be able to talk to you, and we are honored that you have taken this time out to just hang out with us for a little minute and just hear what we got to say as far as empowering our community and just giving us the information that we need to propel forward. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to go forward. We on the move, right, baby?
All day.
All day. So we on the move all day. And so if you're listening, that means somebody else is not listening. So that means that you need to tap them on their shoulder or send them a little text and tell them to tune in live with us right now at www.WBOK1230am.com. And then also we have beautiful phones. Nikki, hold your phone up. We got the Android. We got the iPhones. You can also download us on WBOK on your apps at WBOK 12:30 a.m. That's that app. You can find it on your Google Android, and you can find it on your iPhones. And for those of you guys who have questions today, because there may be some questions that you have in regards to our conversation today, please dial that number 504-260-9265. That is 504-260-9265. All right, family. So today is Mind, Body, and Spirit. Yesterday we had Talk to Me Tuesdays, and we just tying all this in together. And so today is Mind, Body, and Spirit. And today, out of Mind, Body, and Spirit, we're going to be focusing on body, but it encompasses everything, mind, body, and spirit. And it's the STD epidemic that's going on our HBCU campuses, and what's going on here in the state of Louisiana, and how we compare nationally with these STD rankings. So who wants to start first? Who wants to take this? Who wants to take this?
What's your question?
What are the rates on the STD on our campuses currently, right now?
Specific numbers, we can't give you specific numbers, but being that we test there monthly, bi-weekly, we can tell you every time we test on the campus, if we test 15 people, we're going to get 3 to 5 people that have some type of STD, whether it be chlamydia, gonorrhea, or syphilis.
Okay.
We're not seeing as much syphilis as we are the chlamydia and gonorrhea, however.
Okay.
And the sad part about that is a lot of these universities not providing services for these students to get these conditions taken care of.
Okay.
So that's what's really scary. Now, of course, it's not all on the university. A lot of it has to do with the stigma that the students feel, the individuals feel about going to certain places getting checked. That's why I'm so happy that we have the opportunity to go to the campus, go to where they're at, and trick them into coming up there getting tested.
Okay. Okay.
Not trick them.
No, we not necessarily trick them, but be able to.
When you give out them keychains, you tricking somebody. They don't come line up at that table when we show up.
I think, and a piece of that is that a lot of people are afraid.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just don't know when they start that itching or they start that burning sensation. They just, a lot of people. What you want to say? Go ahead. Come on.
So necessarily, when we talk about STDs, we automatically start talking about itching, burning, discharge. But we have to realize that a lot of diseases now are asymptomatic. So a lot of our students are not experiencing those symptoms at all.
So that asymptomatic means no symptoms.
No symptoms.
All right.
And
Putting it out there
especially
for
among
everybody.
women with chlamydia. And so you have individuals who can have diseases for long periods of time and not know it. Especially with syphilis. You have various stages of syphilis, 4 stages. And a lot of times when we would get positives, and even for those who test positive for HIV, they're in their 3rd or last stages and did not know it. And we always say, well, why people aren't getting tested?
Yeah.
And so there are a number of reasons why they don't. Inequitable treatment, in healthcare, don't have transportation to a doctor's office, don't have family support. So there are a number of reasons why individuals don't go. It's not just that, I just don't care.
Yeah.
And I don't really believe that individuals who are burning and itching to say, I'm not going to take care of myself.
Yeah.
That's all a part about us being knowledgeable and knowing our bodies.
Yeah.
What is proper discharge and what isn't?
Yeah.
Our daughters don't know that.
No.
Have we even talked to them about that?
No.
We haven't.
Who does though? That went back to the same conversation though yesterday. Talk to me Tuesdays. How the importance of intergenerational or generational conversations.
Yeah. And we're not having those interchangeable conversations, with our babies in the community.
No, we're not.
Whether they're male or whether they're female.
Yeah.
And so when you have mommies who are constantly concerned about, I have to pay the bills every day. Having that 5-minute talk with my daughter may not be important because I'm trying to feed my family.
Yeah.
Or I'm trying to make certain that I pay my light bill. So those things take a back burner. So it isn't that we don't care, because I think that's one of the major things that we always say, that an African American community, that we don't care. But we have to take the time out and just, silence ourselves and have that conversations with our daughters. And that's why now we're going to be doing a number of other things. Such as, having those open discussions and those forums with our daughters and also with our sons.
Yeah, definitely.
One thing Nikki touched on is, how do you start that conversation? And I remember a long time ago, I have 2 daughters myself, and I've always tried to make them feel like they can come to daddy with anything. And that don't mean I'm your best friend. That just means you can come ask daddy. And I have a 34-year-old daughter call me about 6 months ago and say, Daddy, what do you mean when you take sand to the beach? Of course, I thought I failed her. However,
what does it mean?
It means don't bring a girl if you're going with plenty of girls on. And so I told it to her just like that. However, it's
y'all
hard.
Know that? Did y'all know
it's
that?
I've never heard that.
It's hard to have that type of conversation with your minors or with your teens or your preteens, especially when you wasn't taught how to do that. We get driver's license tests, we get books to learn how to cook, but nobody gives a book on how to raise a kid.
Yeah, that's true. That is definitely true.
You want to say something, Tanya?
Come on, T.
Get back to Tanya.
Come on, T. Go. What you got?
Well, I think it's very important. I think I think pretty much getting tested is very important, first of all the time. But I think what's very important is pretty much with your child, you have to learn to be a little bit centered. You have to kind of meet them where they are.
Scoot up a little bit so they can see.
You have to kind of meet them where they are. If your child is 14, you have to become 14. You have to kind of come on that level to kind of understand where you were when you were 14. How do you think? What was your thought process at the age of 14 or 18 or whatever the age may be? But I think it's all about being centered with your child, your family members, your friends, and your loved ones. That's the only way. I think we can only way we're going to end this, and it's all really and truly within love. Love heals all. So I think love is pretty much the key to it all, to ending all of this.
Yeah, definitely. I agree to that. Love and light. Love, light, and education.
Yes.
Because you have to be able to give information and love in order for people to be able to receive it.
Yes.
And so I wanna kind of like jump back. I don't know how much information you can share. In regards to, but if we just look at the stats in the city of New Orleans, what does it look like for Black and brown people, our stats as far as STDs and what people are seeing? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. In Louisiana, we are ranked number 2 in chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis.
Nationally, right?
And that's national.
Okay, say that one. Don't do me that. Say that one more time.
Louisiana, we're ranked number 2 nationally for syphilis, chlamydia, and gonorrhea.
That is not healthy. That can't be healthy.
And so when we
That can't
break
be
down when we break down those stats, the ages between 13 and 24 is your first highest group, and your second highest group will be your 40 and over, which is we call the December age. May, early age, December age.
All right. Okay.
So now we see how important it is to talk to our youth, because we even have cases of HIV as young as 13 years old in the state of Louisiana.
Yeah. You know, I do social work, and I had a young lady who was 13, and she received the virus because she was raped by her mother's boyfriend. And then because we do not, or did not at the time, or her support system did not teach her the importance of her body, like the value of her body, she began to find love, and like she didn't care. It just wasn't, I don't care anymore. So she passed it throughout a whole community. And it's like, how do we reach the 13 and the 14-year-olds who receive it in such an unfortunate way, and then they just get to the point where they're just hopeless? Like, how do you reach the hopeless in regards to, I can answer that from a different perspective, but how do you reach the hopeless in regards to when they come to you just like, I don't care anymore?
Well, it depends on the individual. And one of the most important things is that we always refer individuals to counseling. And we're all HIV counselors.
Yes.
But however, if we feel that there's extensive assistance that they need, of course we're going to make certain that we reach out to a social worker.
Yeah.
That is of utmost importance. And we cannot be afraid to get counseling in our community. I mean, if
That's
we want
a stigma.
to heal,
But it is a stigma, though. Counseling in our community is definitely a stigma.
We cannot heal ourselves if we're not healing our bodies.
Yeah.
You know, and we cannot heal our temples, you know, if we're walking around with so much junk and hurt inside of us. And so we're going to continue to pass on diseases if we don't make certain that we get the necessary counseling that we need.
Okay. Yeah, and that is definitely true. We got to kind of like negate that stigma. And that's why you see a lot of, more and more you see a lot of wellness workshops popping up. More and more you see a lot of, the sister was here yesterday, sister circle groups popping up, men groups popping up. And what I love about that is it is counseling at its finest, in a sense, but from a community perspective. Because you are able to be a part of a group of individuals who relate to you and and you don't feel as isolated. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I see.
In reference to your question, how do we reach the hopeless? And this isn't mine. I was at a conference a couple of weeks ago, a month ago or so, where y'all got the award, Tanya. What was that?
BP Talk?
BP Talks. And they address not just the issue, but the other barriers that prevent people from addressing his. If a person comes to me hopeless, it's not because they have gonorrhea.
Yeah.
It's the other barriers that surround his life at that time that's brought him to that point. And one way of the talk to the hopeless is find out what is preventing him from getting the help he needs. And a lot of times it's homelessness, it's unemployment, it's his family. He got sick people in his family. His kids are sick, and he's more concerned about them, or the mother's more concerned about the kids than she is herself.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's one thing to talk about the numbers and the STDs, and they look like they monumental, but we are people, we are human, we have other issues, and that's, before they can treat the health, you got to get the mind, I guess, for lack of a better word, right.
Definitely. And it's so I don't know if, so we have a lot of people just tuning in. The show today is just addressing the epidemic of STDs in the city of New Orleans, on our campuses, and in Louisiana. And so just a couple of seconds ago, Sister Nikki just dropped some stats, and I see a lot of people just tuned in. If you could just drop those stats one more time for me, that we're number 2 in the state for...
we're Louisiana nationally, we rank number 2 for STDs, gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis. And with our youth population, age 24, is the highest population. And our second group is our elder population, they start at 45 is when those numbers start rising. And one is because, you have the divorce rate, Viagra.
Divorce rate and Viagra. Mm-hmm. Y'all better watch out. Them folks out there taking that Viagra, y'all better watch out now.
Yeah, so you have...
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
You
saying.
had to go there.
I'm just saying, watch out. I'm just, you can't get happy with it.
Don't take it with a Viagra. Just add a condom.
Get ready. Good God Almighty. Add a condom. All right. So let's see. So we kind of just really just delved into what the STDs and all the other stuff. Let's tell the people who you are, the Brotherhood. What does the Brotherhood do? You know what I'm saying? What do you guys, and where can you be found? Because testing, I know you guys give free testing. You guys give HIV testing. You guys give out the preventative. I believe it's called PrEP, right?
Yes.
You give out the preventative PrEP. You can come out to places. You have to email your supervisor to come out to places, but you guys offer this service free of charge, and I think people need to know in a very safe way. And then it's confidential. It's all confidential. Free and confidential. So let's talk about what the Brotherhood is, Miss Tanya, because they just sent it over to Tanya. So we're going to go to Tanya. Come on, T. Give us some.
Well, I must first say the Brotherhood Incorporated is, first of all, one of the best things that happened for me as a transgender female. I came there and I shared my story with them. When even applying for the job, I was homeless. For 15 years, I did sex work for 15 years, and I was on drugs for 10.
Wow.
I overcome all those things, and Brotherhood Incorporated took me in without us just not even thinking about it. Just because, they wanted the best for me. Along that journey, Brotherhood is the one that strengthened me to become the person I am right now, sitting before you. And hey, I'm right now on the Kyndra Show.
Hey, what you know good? We got a whole Kyndra Show, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we give
so,
thanks,
and what you were saying earlier on, how can you reach the 13 years old people that's really hopeless and no hope? For me, what Brotherhood did, pretty much everybody came to me like a family. So it's really support.
Okay.
So I think support is really a good thing towards moving towards things. And even in hard times, when I had hard times learning things, comprehending, understanding, that's why I said love is very important, because they love me enough to help me, to want me to grow, to be better at what I was, at pretty much all of my dreams. So the services.
I want to stop Tanya because I think Tanya's being nice, and she's not, really talking about a lot of things that she does. So I want to just, jump in there and talk about the universal love and the Dollhouse Wives of prevention, and how you're one of the great spearheaders of that, and what you're doing the transgender.
I was going into
thank you. I
was just sharing my story.
See all this foolishness going on in there.
I was sharing my people.
She is beautiful. That's why we got the camera on her.
I want people to understand, that Brotherhood Incorporated is a safe haven place for people to come and, no judgment.
For all people.
For all people to come,
and
no
I
judgment.
think that's important, because
that's very important.
We do have a lot of people who feel that anything they do get judged.
Exactly.
And so I applaud you just for even just being so bold in your stance.
And that's why I want them to know, because I want them to know this is the place.
And I keep trying to get you in front of the camera, but you keep acting like
you want me to be seen, don't you? I'm going to show you. Hey.
Yeah, there you go. That's all I'm trying to say.
Here we go.
See,
but there at Brotherhood, we offer a lot of different social service.
Okay.
We help with mental health, job placement, substance abuse, medical case management. We assist people trying to help them towards housing.
Okay.
Also, we help towards insurance as well.
Okay.
Even if you need help building a resume, hey baby, we got you.
Come on, T.
We want you to be on the right direction.
Yeah.
We want to put you back on the right tracks. We are here for you, baby. We are communities that are working together, and we care.
Yeah.
Brotherhood cares.
Do y'all see
so come on in. Come visit us. We're
Not to mention we do HIV testing and STD testing.
Anonymous and confidential at that.
And free.
And
all day.
Oh, y'all cut, and the mic just swung. I wish I could show y'all everything that's going on in the studio. It is nuts in here with these three. But but that's very important. We have been having a lot of conversations about the safety, because there have been so many transgender women that are being abused and have been found dead. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's tragic.
So, it is tragic. And so for you to be able to say, hey, this is a safe haven, even if you're questioning, even if you're not trans, even if you just want just a safe place, no judgment, the Brotherhood over there is a place where you can go and get that and get that information, get tested, and be able to get the assistance that you need to go forward. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
What's the address over there?
We're at 2714 Canal Street. We're inside of the Liberty Bank building. We have 2 different suites. One is 503, I'm sorry, and the one downstairs is 304. Now, 503, they only do HIV testing, but they do a lot of other different services as well. Downstairs, 304, we do anonymous and confidential HIV and STI testing.
Okay.
And like I said, we assist with all the different social services.
Okay, and STI is that the I for infection?
It's infection, yes.
Okay, so it's no longer STD?
It's both.
It's both?
We
Okay. Because we want to make sure that because we use so many...
yes, they have so
many acronyms and things like that. We just want to make sure that the
Labels.
people who are listening are able to just keep up with the conversation. So over there at the Brotherhood, what is your title?
My title there is an HIV counselor.
So you're an HIV counselor over there. Okay. So Nikki,
and I'm also one of the NOLA Dollhouse Wives of Prevention.
Okay. So tell us what the NOLA Dollhouse Wives of Prevention?
Prevention.
What is that, Mama?
Well, it's 3 beautiful transgender women.
Get ready.
We have experienced and walked different walks of life.
Yeah.
Now, the Dollhouse, which is located at 1422 Cataract Street.
Yeah.
It's a safe haven for the transgender women to come together and pretty much be their authentic selves. There's pretty much just like a support group.
Yeah.
We also have all the different services as well, but we want our transgenders to have a place they can come to and feel safe and comfortable and just let their hair down, be themselves. So that's why we came up with the NOLA Dollhouse Wives of Prevention.
Now, how long has that been going on? Do you guys have a big group or?
Yes. Well, we've been going on since 2010.
Go ahead.
We've been going on now for 2010. And so, yeah, we're doing a lot of different things. We've been awarded this year. I was very excited about that at BP Talk for the work we do in the community. So, I'm just excited to see where things go from here.
Okay.
Of course, fundings can be low at times, so we can't do much. But, with the help of the community, I'm sure we always going to rise to the top.
Okay. Now, how often do you guys meet, and where can people find you? So for the people listening and who are LGBT Q&A and I now. What's the I for in that, Tanya?
Oh my.
What's the I in that now? Anyway, that's another topic. We'll get on that another time. But where can they find you? Where can they find you? How can they send people to support you? And if people wanted to donate to that organization, how can they do that?
Okay, they can find us at 1422 Cataract Street. Cataract Street.
Okay.
It's right there by, I know everybody know where,
35. Former 35.
no, where's the good chicken place then?
Place.
The chicken place where we just got something for Andrea's birthday yesterday.
I don't eat from the
Oh,
store.
yeah,
so
I
don't
forgot.
start eating.
Oh,
It's on
Lord.
the same street.
We'll find
Yeah.
it. We'll find it. And when we find it, we'll make sure that we give it to you. But Tanya does put up a really good point that there are people in our community who do not feel safe, and a lot of the times we do not know where to go. A lot of the times we do not know where to send our friends or our people who are questioning, people who you meet on a regular basis. And this is just another opportunity for us to know what services, what organizations that we have here in the city that can assist us in those areas, because we are made up of everyone in our community. So our community is very diverse. And so we just want to make sure that we're showing and sharing love and light throughout this whole process. So, Sister Nikki, what is it that you do over there? And we're going to run over to Oscar. We got a few more minutes. And because I want you guys got some stats that I want you guys to read. And I have seen that you have in the book. So what do you do over there?
I'm the Linkage Care Coordinator over at Brotherhood Incorporated.
Okay.
And so if an individual is test positive, of course I ensure that we get them into care as soon as possible. One of the main things that we do, we try and make certain that if that individual doesn't have transportation, if that individual has any type of mental issues or trying to just deal with the onset of being positive, we make certain that we refer them to our CLEAR program.
Okay.
And our CLEAR program is a healthy living program. It's a 4-step program. So you come to me through sessions, and we make certain that all of the information that you need, that you're aware about how to make sure that you take care of yourself.
Definitely.
We talk about disclosure, we discuss stigma, how to discuss it with your family.
Okay.
What type of if you're having issues with medication, how to talk to your doctor, because a lot of people don't understand how to do that.
Yeah.
If you're a doctor, you're having some issues with your doctor, with your health care provider, how we can ensure that we can go in and be a liaison.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the main things that I do.
So you do the linking part.
Yes.
That's what I talked to you for. So family, one of the cool things about it is that, we have the nonprofit I Am My Sister. And so we have community pop-up play days, and they come, they give the kids free things, they give the adults free things, and they come, and they have really good gifts, giveaways, like umbrellas. I call them umbrellas, but umbrellas, little stress balls, little bags and stuff.
Portable chargers.
Yeah, all of that.
Yes.
So call them out, seriously, because they're going to read some stats to you. It's going to be very disturbing, but we need to be able to have these conversations, talk to our children, talk to our sisters. We have sister circles. We have doulas in the community, you know what I'm saying? Like people who will come to your home and will talk to you about what you need to do. We got Sister Safi out there talking about womb wellness and the colors and different types of discharges for both men and women. And so we need to be able to tap into the resources that we have right here in the community. We don't always have to go looking elsewhere for things that we have right here, like around the corner in our own spots. You know what I'm saying? So let's take advantage of what they're saying and who we know. And I will continue to post, when people are having different things, so we can be able to keep up with that. Okay, Brother Oscar. Now, and you already said, what do you do?
I'm an HIV counselor. I also do a little janitorial work there, as well as clerical work, anything that needs to be done. And we all play the same role.
On the land,
all those titles are just titles when it comes to us. If somebody needs to be taken to a doctor's appointment, Tanya will take them. I'll take them. Nikki will take them. If somebody needs to be listened to. And I find it's very important in what we do every day is to be good listeners, because a lot of people that come to us, they just want to talk as well as get their tests done. But once they find out these results, we don't just ship them out the door.
Yeah.
You
help them out.
We take that time and try to find out what are some of the barriers that might prevent them in the future from getting treatment, or might prevent them from coming back to get their results. A lot of people we deal with, unfortunately, are homeless individuals, and it's hard once you touch them, holding on to them, because they come in for whatever their needs are at that particular time. It might be a gift card.
Yeah.
It might be some clothing article out of our community closet.
And the gift cards help out.
And it help out. But at the same time, if they come up positive, there's no direct way to keep in touch with that person. So we try to make everything as accessible and convenient as possible for them.
At one time. Okay. I completely get that. Now, before we take this quick little break, I really want you guys to kind of dive in. They have like these really big books in front of them, y'all. Both Nikki and Brother Oscar have books, and I know you guys have highlighted some facts. I'm going to ask you to come over just a little bit. They've highlighted these facts that we just need to know about, and begin not only start the conversation, but actually implement more groups and actually be able to refer over to the Brotherhood, since we know that this is an organization that provides free service for our community, for our families. All right, family. So where you want to start?
Okay, so the book that I'm reading from is actually a surveillance report, and it's a collective data from the state.
Okay.
Also, you also have national stats along with that.
Okay.
And so most of them I'm going to talk about like the Louisiana ranking.
Okay.
So Louisiana ranked number 2 for the highest AIDS cases. We have
in the state or
in
the nation. We said Louisiana. Okay.
I'm sorry, not Louisiana. I'm sorry, I apologize. Louisiana.
Okay.
That's nationally actually.
Okay, we're number 2.
Yeah, we're number 2.
And the nation.
Yes, and of course, New Orleans region, we have the highest number of new HIV cases, and that those stats was in 2004, and so we
14.
also. I'm sorry.
14.
I'm sorry, 2014.
Okay.
Also followed by Baton Rouge.
So New Orleans is number 1 and Baton Rouge is number 2.
Yeah, actually, we call us the flip-flop crew, because we flip-flop. One year is Baton Rouge, next year is New Orleans. We may remain number 1 for 2 years, so we flip-flop back and forth between the highest rank. Yeah.
So either or, we're still either 1 or 2 in the highest new number of HIV cases.
Yeah.
Okay. That's still not cool. Yeah, that's not cool at all. All right. What you got, Brother Oscar?
Okay.
Wrap it up.
According to this documentation, Louisiana ranks second in the nation in primary and secondary syphilis rates. That means, syphilis comes in stages, first, second, third, and fourth.
Yeah.
So we were number 2. Also first in gonorrhea and third in chlamydia. Now, a lot of this had contributed to the college students that, first of all, don't know they are infected, and secondly, don't know they can get treated for free. And that's the key here. We need to let everybody know that if you come up with STD, you can be treated for free, whether you have insurance or not. And people need to know that. And we're located at 2714 Canal Street. Any service we talk about here or any help that you need from Brotherhood, one of the primary locations is the 2714 Canal Street location. That's Canal and Broad. And any other service you can be referred throughout that branch.
Mm-hmm. Y'all know where the McDonald's at over there off of Canal, not on the closer to the Riverwalk, but on the other end, right next to the Burger King, right next to not too far from Warren Eastern.
Across the street from Family Dollar.
Across the street, catty corner, up there, same side as Family Dollar. So y'all make sure that you share this information because it's very important that we begin to talk to one another, have the conversation, because it's been such a taboo for such a long period of time, and we need to be able to say, you know what, I know this is a very uncomfortable topic, but how can I help you in this area?
And Kyndra, I want to also add and just piggyback on what Oscar said about the testing and treatment for free.
Yeah.
When he said free 99, meaning there's no out-of-pocket cost, so there's no reason that anyone should be sharing medication. One of the main things that we found on those college campuses is that they're sharing medication. So say, for instance, if you're diagnosed with syphilis, I'm diagnosed with syphilis, I'm afraid to go. So we're going to split the medication up. So, of course, we're not getting a full treatment if we're sharing medication.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest issues that we're finding on our college campuses is that our babies are sharing the medication instead of going in and
doing it themselves.
Yes.
Okay. So the conversation needs to begin more on college campuses. Or just in general?
In general.
Go ahead.
And one thing I like to add, every day I test females. I talk to them, I try to drive it home. Well, bring your partner in. If you was positive for something, chances are he's positive for something.
Yeah.
I can't emphasize enough on how to get these young ladies to have the same conversation or dialect with the boys. And I always tell the young ladies, anything he'll do without a condom, he'll do with a condom. So please, young ladies, hold out. Please hold out and hold on.
Brothers hold out too.
They're not coming in. I'm not getting them. I can only talk to the people that I'm testing.
Yeah. Well, we got to get the brothers out there to come in because that's important. And you bring up such a really good point because the women gonna come in.
Right.
Yeah.
The sisters gonna come in because they be like, something ain't right.
Right.
Something ain't right, but sometimes the brothers will not necessarily be as apt to do that because of pride or whatever it may be. But if you we have to begin to have this conversation, and that's why today is so important. Because we should not be number one and number two. It just in Louisiana, period. That just should not be happening. Period.
And I think one thing that we haven't touched on is our MSM population, and that's men who sleep with men.
Yeah.
Regardless of your religious beliefs or not, we have same-sex loving individuals.
Yes.
And I always tell individuals, mind your business when it comes to their sexual business.
Yeah. Let
them take care of them. And we have a hard time, reaching out to that population because of all of the stigma, that's centered around that.
Yeah.
And so we have to begin to even encourage our sons and our daughters, who are same-sex loving individuals to come in and get tested.
Yeah. And when it boils down to it, it's all about valuing your person. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like whomever you're sleeping with.
Yeah.
You have to be able to say, you know what, I honor me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to honor me in my choice. I'm going to honor me in the decisions that I make. I'm going to honor me by, like you say, hold out, by holding out or not sleeping with this particular person. Or I'm going to honor me. If you can't wear a condom, then we don't need to be together. This doesn't need to take place. And so, and that just goes to what you perceive about yourself. It goes to the whole mind, body, and spirit aspect of it. Because if you're loving yourself ain't nobody gonna be able to come to you with no foolery. You know what I'm saying?
And that's right, Tanya.
Self-love all day.
Self-love, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm loving on myself, you can run game all day, but I'm gonna look at you stupid
All day.
and keep walking, you know.
Holla.
And so we have to be able to we got to be able to do that, family. We got to be able to love one another and show that regardless, and just say, hey, I see that you need some assistance. Let's just lend a hand, family. We're gonna take a quick little break, real quick, man. We just talked all the way through that hour. I'm telling you, we're gonna take. Lord have mercy. We're gonna bring them back too. So I just want you to know that we thank you so much for staying tuned with us today. Stick around. We got a few more minutes left. We're gonna do a quick little wrap up. We appreciate you. We love you, and we see you in a few.
Hey.
That was cute. It is hot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. It is hot.
Yes.
All right.
Feel better.
Uh-huh.
Y'all good?
Yeah.
Somebody put down this Sin City. Rachel said, "What's up, Nikki?"
Oh. Also talking about, I know we're doing workshops. If they want
Well,
to
you know
come
they're
out.
doing 3&B on January 23rd.
So we'll talk about that, talk about the workshops.
So sorry about that, family. Sorry about that. We're over here just keeping up. Thank you so much for staying tuned. We do appreciate you. If you have any questions about what's taking place, I brought my computer today because I'm trying to get all this stuff together as I learn this new role that I'm in. But if you have any questions, this is a very touchy and sensitive topic. I get that and I understand that. Text us, email me, inbox me, and I can still send you the information that's needed for anyone. MSM, heterosexual, homosexual, it don't matter. Bisexual, transsexual. If you're sexual, holla at us, sister.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. So we can give you the information that you need to be safe while you sexing. How about that?
I like that.
You know, you
Yes.
got. So let us be able to offer that for you, so you can begin to honor yourself in this process, and this journey, this beautiful gift that we have given called life. And so I'm gonna say that on the radio if I remember it, but yeah, hit us up. So we're about to come back on. This time is wrapped up so fast. We love you. It's the Brotherhood that we have on today for Mind, Body, Spirit Wednesdays. You can find them at 2714 Canal Street. They're going to come back and do a quick little wrap up. But thank you so much for staying tuned. And like I said, inbox me. You ain't got to put it on the book of the face. You can inbox me. If you got my number, you can text me. But I'll definitely be putting it up online as well. So love you guys. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, don't y'all go nowhere. So yeah. Say something, Oscar. Nobody can see you from behind the
He's been
thing.
so quiet today. He's been
Well,
so
you know, I've been planning a wedding all year, and it's coming to a climax on Saturday.
I
So
know.
I'm a little exhausted and excited at the same time, so I get confused, and I don't want to baffle.
We got you.
I'm exhausted as well.
We all look so. You from the wedding?
Because she helping with the wedding.
Yeah.
So
But you know,
she
that's
can
my
bounce
brother,
them.
you know.
She helping with the wedding over. That's
Shut
our
the
makeup
phone.
artist
Shut
over
the
in the
phone.
corner. It's a family event.
Yes.
That's what I was trying.
Oh, I felt that Aaron.
So you felt it, huh?
You hear them already, huh? You hear how they laughing? They have too much fun when we on commercial break. But that's all right, though, family. We love you. We want to thank you so much for sticking with us today. Welcome back to the new show on WBOK called On the Move with your favorite Gullah Girl. This is right there. Kyndra Joi is in the house and in the building. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to give thanks for the opportunity to be able to share this love in this life for sure. Today has been an amazing day as we discuss STDs in the city and in Louisiana. And we were on break or whatever, and we were just saying that if you need any type of assistance, if you bisexual, homosexual, heterosexual, transsexual, quansexual, pansexual, whatever sexual that you are, you know what I'm saying? Let us help you while you sexing. You know what I'm saying? Let us help you to be safe and to be able to honor yourself in this beautiful journey that you've given called life. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to make sure that we just won. You know, we want to help us be light to everyone. You know what I'm saying? And so our community is a very diverse community. We are Black and brown individuals. We are people of color. We have a lot of people doing, but if you just mind your business in the bedroom piece of it and just be able to help out a little bit, we can all live a little longer. We can be strategic in our planning and how we propel our community moving forward, and still honoring family, because a lot of people out there, we got to honor family. We're going to honor family too, but we first have to honor ourselves. So we're going to do a quick little wrap up real quick. Do you guys have a few more stats that you guys want to do before we head on out?
We have so many.
So hit us up with a few more stats real quick. Today is Mind, Body, Spirit Wednesdays. We are doing, like I said, talking about the STDs here in our community. We're talking about where we are inside the national rank. And so right before we left, Sister Nikki was saying that how we are currently number one in new HIV cases. And Baton Rouge is number 2. And she called us the flip-flop twins or sisters.
Yeah,
Baton Rouge, the flip-flop sisters, because Baton Rouge and New Orleans go flip-flop. But hit me up with give me about 2 or 3 more stats before we wrap it up right now.
Okay.
All right.
According to the Louisiana surveillance data, women account for almost 74% chlamydia diagnoses, 56% of gonorrhea diagnoses, and 23% of primary and secondary syphilis diagnosis in 2014. These numbers have changed just a little, but they haven't changed for the better, going up or down. They just fluctuate maybe 1 to 2% category range.
Wow.
New STDs diagnosed among Black is a significant health disparity. Blacks account for 74% of chlamydia diagnoses, 83% of gonorrhea diagnoses, and 75% of primary and secondary syphilis diagnoses in 2014. Persons under the age of 25 account for the majority of the STD diagnoses in Louisiana. 72% of chlamydia diagnoses, 65% of gonorrhea diagnoses, and 39% of primary secondary syphilis diagnoses. Okay, but that's fixable. That's fixable. All you got to do is know that you have something, first of all, and know where to get help. Help is out there.
Those numbers hurt my heart, though.
That's okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's when you, especially when you say in amongst Blacks. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you asked for the numbers.
I did ask for the numbers, and then you started off with women. So that means the sisters out here, who just don't know. Who just don't know. Who don't. So those are some hard numbers to swallow. Family, today has been an amazing day. We are here doing what we do. We just want to say thank you for being a friend to us, family. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Look at this one here. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you see her, huh?
A little beat. Yeah.
So we just want to say thank you for being a friend with us today. The Brotherhood, please make sure you find them. It is 2714 the Liberty Bank building that sits right there on the corner of Broad and Canal. You know where it's at. Please tell your friends, tell your family, tell yourself. I need to go get checked. Even as a person not doing anything, it's still nerve-wracking to get tested, and I understand that, but it's important that we do that. So 2714 Canal Street, y'all, I just want to say thank the Brotherhood. Thank you, Ms. McGee, for allowing them to come out. Use the resources that we have here in the community. This is free conversation, free testing. You got it. You need it. If you have any questions about it, inbox me. I will give you that information so you can get the help that you need, get the assistance that you need. And so we want to say thank you, Oscar. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Tanya, for coming on out. And tomorrow, family, we got Family First Fridays. We got Sister Melanie Richardson coming in from the training grounds talking about healthy development with our toddlers and how to effectively communicate with our toddlers so they can be able to grow and propel and growing forward very swiftly. So we want to say thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Check us out tomorrow, same time, same place, family. Peace and light always.
Yay!
This crew is nuts. They nuts. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
See y'all.
That was breezy.